welcome to the channel. I really do hope everyone is doing well and staying healthy out there during this time of staying home in this virus pandemic. On to the video. So during this time, most of you may have seen my last video I did about the high tower, which is in blue. And just before I got that high tower, I was in the process of something else. I began working previously with Shaun at N1 Bikes, or N+1 Bikes, and I was doing that for a reason. I actually wasn't planning on getting the blue high tower. It just sort of happened. That'll be another video when I go through why I got the high tower, or how the high tower even happened. Maybe we can do some kind of head-to-head with the high tower. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, you guys ready? I'm ready. There it is right there. There you have it. It's a 2020 Ibis Ripmo v.2, and pretty excited about this build. So far as you can tell, it's got the 170 Lyric fork up front, and switched out the DPX2 shock in the rear, and decided to forego the Fox X2 shock and instead went with the DVO Topaz. I've heard so much good things about the DVO shock. We're going to give it a try here. I'm going to change out a couple of things that are on it. So here again, running the race face stem. The stem that's on this bike right now is the Ibis, regular Ibis stem. Switch it out here for a nice black race face turbine stem here. And then for the grips, got the new Ergon oil slick grips, the GE1 Evos. These are some of my favorite grips right here, and you can see it's the oil slick, so it's got that really cool looking color to them. Okay, so one of the things I found out when I was putting this on is I know that Envy makes two different kinds of bars, and this particular bar, which I failed to ask Shaun about, is the skinnier version, which will not fit my race face stem. So right now, I'm using this Ibis stem that came with it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to do something to fix that. And I believe this is the front tire here. Let's open this up here. These are the Industry 9s, and these are the 305, and then I went with the aluminum version simply because they're cheaper, obviously, in price, but I've always run their aluminum. Wheels, never had an issue with them, never bent them, they never go out of true. They're a lot more affordable for me, and carbon, I always get afraid of riding up here in the Rocky Mountains, whether I'm in Utah, here in Colorado, or if I'm riding in New Mexico, somewhere where it's really rocky. If I break a carbon wheel, I'm out of luck. If I bend one of these, which has never happened, sometimes you can bend them back and get you back on the trail, finish your ride until you can fix that. So anyways, that's my reason. Someday I may go with carbon, but not right now. So let's see what else is in this box. Yep. There you go. That's what the shock comes with. And RockShox sent me a front and I even have the carbon little rubber booties from Race Face. They sent me those. So here's that nice front thing. The only thing I don't like about the RockShox, and if you watched BKXE's video he did on his Ripmo 2, same thing he complained about is on the RockShox, they don't have those holes to screw these in. You have to use these zip ties in order to get these to fit in. That's the only thing that kind of wish RockShox put the screws in there for us. Nice DVO sticker for the, and here's some more, look. Another DVO sticker, thanks guys. Here's a bit of a closer look for everybody. Looking at it from the upside down area. Ibis Ripmo 2, Industry 9 wheels with the Assegai 2.50 fronts. And yes, it's Assegai, I'm not afraid to say it. It's not a Seaguy, it's Assegai. Back tires, we are running Dissector 2.9 2.4s in the 3C Maxterra XO Hydra hubs. Running Race Face Next bar carbon cranks. Looking at the back here, this is the first time in a long time going to be running the XTR 12 speed with the Hyperglide. Here's the traction on the Dissector. Should be perfect for this Colorado terrain. Alright, so we're going to look at the cockpit now. So the cockpit, as I said earlier, came with these NV bars, and it's the M6 bars. Brakes are Shimano XTR. You know, in every video I've always talked about Shimano XTR brakes. They're the brakes that I always go to. They're my go-to brakes. I like the immediate stopping power, the grabbing power. Again, RockShox Lyric in the front, 170 mils. It's the RockShox Lyric Ultimate. And again, you could see these are the dual piston Shimano XTRs. So looking forward to that. Again, we've got rear shock, DVO Topaz, and this is the 210 50 millimeter, in case you're wondering which one that is. Front side of the cockpit, you'll be looking at the Cane Creek 110, which is the headset we're running. You can see it on the bottom, anodized red. Now here's the thing, I hunted far and wide to get this. Highly unlikely that you're going to find this anymore because Cane Creek told me they're no longer making anodized headsets. I have no idea why. And I heard so much about this dropper post lever. There we go, P&W dropper post lever. P&W dropper post, this is going to be the 200 millimeter. P&W Bachelor dropper post. One of the things about the Ripmo that I don't like, that I noticed when I test rode the Ripmo version 1, are these chainstays. You take a look at them, it's just this really, they're not very thick. Right, so if we take a look at the chainstay protector that's on here, you look underneath that, this area right here, this is just paint. That's the chainstay protector. It starts right there, goes up and over, and it stops right there. There's not a whole lot to it. I looked at the one made by Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz, obviously, you've seen their chainstay protector. Really, really nice chainstay protector. I remember I said in one of my videos, just a matter of time before other companies start coming up with one. And I had seen a video where one guy put one on his Yeti from Santa Cruz and he made it work. I think it was MTB Savant. But anyhow, so here's what we have here. I was able to hunt down and locate this right here. This chainstay protector, if it looks familiar to some of you Specialized guys, it's because it is a Specialized chainstay protector. And here's a close-up of it. So as you can see, this chainstay protector is much nicer, goes around the whole part of the chainstay. It's got these really thick, rubbery, kind of tacky feeling part on the top, and then the bottom part is this really hard, solid section. And this kind of reminds me of the Santa Cruz one, because on the bottom of the Santa Cruz one, it's got these little, I don't know, tightly grooved scallops going all the way across, and they're really sticky like this. And it works great, totally deadens the sound. And I've heard the Specialized one works really great, so I'm hoping that I can make this fit. It actually goes in here as well, so it goes to the back, and we're gonna try to make this fit onto here. So basically, you'll only see this, and then this part right there. And I'm hoping that it's gonna fit. Here's one of the neat things about these Aragon grips, the GE1 Evos, is when you buy them at the store, they actually come on these little things like this, right? Which is really neat because you could put your hands on it and you could see what's the best way that you like the way they fit, okay? So what's interesting about these grips is a lot of people may not know, but you can actually flip them around. The right side can be used for the left side and the left side for the right. And it may not be aesthetically beautiful because it's right where the screws screw in, but I've done them both ways and it feels really good. So this is a little bit thicker when you flip them around. You get this little groove here that fits perfect right on your hand. When you put them on with your gloves, it just feels like just perfect every single time. But this time I might just run them this way, the way they recommend them to, and then over time I'll probably switch them around, because I do that a lot and you can actually get more out of them. So it's just a little tip for you people that are interested or thinking about the Aragon grips. Pretty interchangeable. That's the Ripmo version 2 in a time of pandemic. Want to say again, thanks so much to Shaun at N+1 Bikes, and refer you guys to him. I highly recommend if you are looking for an Ibis. He can make your dream build happen. So Shaun is a great guy to work with. Hopefully we can get through this whole situation quickly. We can get it back out on the trails and show you guys some wonderful, magnificent places to ride out there up in the wilderness areas that you know I like to ride, high alpine riding. And so I just want to say, continue to ride on, be positive, and remember the biggest payoff comes when you travel the narrow trail.